There we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Metaphor. Today we got a date with death with Luis.
Welcome. Wait. A band of youths with a knight and a Ujif. Are you perhaps the candidate who brought Joanna the Sanctoress to confess?
One glance and you knew. Listen,
I don't care if you did the deed or not, but please take your business elsewhere. I'm sorry, but I have my own reputation to think about.
You follow Sanctism's teachings?
You? A Mystari who wears no mask?
I'm Euphausia. I'm the priestess of Verga. No, of Edria.
The priestess? Impossible. The island priestess would never leave the village behind.
I have my reasons, but I wish to see the outside world that I might better protect our island. I have no proof, but...
You would raise another tribe to the throne.
'Tis a longer story than we've time to tell. We only wish to avoid a tyrant's reign. Yet 'tis not from our own ambition that I speak so. The throne belongs to one truly worthy.
But if you insist, we will leave.
It's just... You look so like the priestess before you, I can't just turn you away. Fine. You can stay here, as long as you don't make trouble for me.
Thank you. I suppose it is easier to understand each other without the masks in the way.
Not all of us mainland Mystari hate the Sanctus Church. We'd rather preserve the peace we have. And, well, it's a sorry excuse for an innkeep who turns away travelers.
thank you. We're in your debt.
Oh, look, they've got food and booze here too. And it's so much cooler, which means fewer bugs. Perfect.
It seems they have an imitation of the island spring here. We can bathe. I should invite Juno when she's back.
Bathe? You'd be mad to hope a hot spring replica could take the edge off this chill.
Cold or not, there's nothing more refreshing than bathing. Would you care to join us?
I should think not. For reasons too numerous to count.
Why?
Anyway, strategy meeting. Let's get on with it.
So we seek to assassinate Luis. A difficult task. But you look to have an idea. Let's have it.
First, the when. Under normal circumstances, we'd want to get him on the move. Maybe walking through a crowd while he's got less guards. That would be the plan. But unfortunately, that'd only work if he was someone with common sense. Someone without combat ability. Or someone who'd want to avoid collateral damage. And that isn't Luis. Worst case, he uses civilians as shields while more of his personal guard catch up. And things go sideways before we can get it done.
But once he's inside the Opera House, he'll have a security detail at his beck and call. Even if we can sneak in, getting to him...
If we can't target him in transit, and we've practically zero chance of getting close to him, that leaves us with only one option.
We attack from a distance.
Exactly.
A bow and arrow isn't gonna do much good, right? It needs to be the lance.
Of course. So, what if we threw the lance? Pierced him through from a distance?
I mean, that's kind of the animation Heavy Knights have for their stuff.
Yufa, as the priestess, you can command the lance to return to you if it's far away, right?
You would have me use that power in reverse to cast it out instead.
According to Juna, the ceiling of the Opera House has a chandelier big enough to support a person. From above, we'll target Luis in the royal box seats.
You realize the entire audience is below that lighting? A stunt like that would get us noticed instantly. Wait, are you suggesting we do this during the show?
Luis would be distracted. It's the best opportunity we could ask for. Besides, with Yufa there, we can even recover the lance easily.
Hold a moment. I would need to launch it like an arrow. Such distance and such speed would require incredible focus. I don't think I could do it while aiming.
Then just concentrate on the sheer mental force of it. Someone else can take over the role of actually throwing.
How would that really... Wait, what? I mean, what? Like... I would need to launch it like an arrow. Such distance, such speed would require incredible focus. Don't think I could do it while aiming. So, like, you mean she can't focus enough to aim and focus enough to, like, power up the launch, I guess? But then again, like... But the actual act of throwing is gonna be done by someone else, but, like... Can she still, like, make it go if someone else throws it? That really gonna work?
This gambit is sounding more far-fetched by the moment. But we also can't afford to wait for another
They're
opportunity.
both going to admit that
There
this seems
is
like a bad
no other
idea,
opportunity.
but we're going with it anybody because it's
Luis
cool.
intends to kill Forden during the festival. That means if we do nothing, the fake will be exposed, and so will we.
Indeed. Once our betrayal is made plain, we will never find a way to draw close to him again. This will likely be our first and last opportunity.
But who's actually going to do the throwing?
I'd rather leave it to you. With the royal magic protecting you, it's less likely that we'll fail this, even with interference. And besides, laugh, if you like. I know it sounds silly, but I really do believe you have the power to change fate itself.
Dude, my strength score is like the
Everyone
lowest
here knows
among
that
all of us.
firsthand.
Shouldn't it be Hulk?
I feel the same. If I can trust you to do it, then I should be able to do my part as well.
Will you do it, Captain?
All right. I'll do it.
Thanks. We owe you. On the day of, Juna will be at the venue ahead of us. We'll have her open the service entrance, and we'll infiltrate from there.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I want you to lure Luis's guards outside and cause a commotion while he's making the throw. I'm sure the Magnus brothers will be guarding the place too. Hulkenberg and I will secure the exit route in advance. Luis is a formidable foe. But we've overcome plenty of obstacles. Let's believe in the strength that got us this far. We can do this.
Why is it only Stroll that seems to make the plans?
Don't worry about it.
Well, there's a lot weighing on your mind right now, but let's just try to get some rest and prepare for tomorrow. It'll get even colder at night, so try not to get sick. We actually have nice beds this time.
Good night.
What's wrong, Del? You've been quiet for a while now. That lance they handed over, you think it's real? Can't say for certain, but I didn't feel any magla flowing through it. Can't see it exactly, but how do I explain it?
I know what you mean, though.
The Mustari got them third eyes that can see magla, right? Hard to believe they'd worship that thing as a relic.
Then maybe... You think they made some kind of fake? Even in that short time on the island? Shite. How'd they? Either way, we have to tell Lord Luis.
No need. He'll have noticed by now, most likely. Not like they're any real threat to him anyway.
Most likely. That good enough for you, brother? Del. You remember they talked all that helping anyone in need? Or something like that anyway. Seemed proper daft at first. Seemed naive to act like that kind of thinking could actually fix all the broken, cruel, unjust shite in the world.
That's because it can't.
Well, yeah, obviously, but... What was it we actually wanted in the first place? Equality? Or justice? This lot's working towards a future, and God help me, I started seeing it. Maybe what they're fighting for is something better than what Lord...
That's enough, Baz. Joke or not, you'll get yourself killed.
But them not even helped you out a few times, Del. That really impressed me, like. don't know how to say it, but it was like a feeling I haven't felt since we started working for the Count.
You know Lord Luis plans to take Forden out during the Saints' Day festival. Neither of us can afford to get distracted right now.
Suppose you're right. Things are about to get messy.
So that is the side they serve. Let us teach them that even the best laid plans will go awry. Whether Fordens or our fallen kings. It was splendid entertainment while it lasted. However, the revelry ends here.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
The Saints' Day festivities in Alterbury will be kicking off very soon. On the eve of the festival, we'll be holding a dedication ceremony. On the church's authority, we'll be offering the gathered divine relics to God. And it sounds like the candidates had a tough time this go around. Lots of new info coming in even as I speak. From candidate Rudolph, a legendary nail thought lost to history. From candidate Julian, can you believe it? Cloth garb said to have been worn by a saint. We've got artifacts of all kinds pulled from obscurity into the public eye. Archaeologists everywhere are positively vibrating, folks. But the news on everyone's lips is the announcement of Count Luis's unofficial participation. As a matter of fact, a candidate working under Luis has reportedly acquired a phenomenal divine relic from a mysterious and exotic island. Meanwhile, candidate Forden too may have claimed what is said to be the most glorious relic in history. Will we finally see a head-to-head competition between our top candidates? Only the coming days will tell.
So Luis has finally made his move. Won't take him that long to catch up, I bet.
Yes, but I also can't imagine Sanctifex Forden losing.
We're about to see a clash of giants. This will be no minor bout, that's for certain.
Right. That's everyone. Let's go over the plan one last time.
Because we didn't just go over the plan.
Juna's got full rights to be in the venue, so she'll unlock the service door for us to sneak in.
When it's time, I'll call the guards outside. That'll be your window to sneak in.
Gallica, you, and Yufa. You three will head to the rooftop, where you'll get down to the chandelier.
When I start my solo on stage, the lights will dim. That should be enough cover to hide whatever you're doing.
Don't worry, I'll be with you.
As for us, it's just as I explained last night. Luis said destroying Yufa's home would have been a necessary sacrifice. Like mine. If power's all he thinks will change the world, then we'll use power to stop him.
Should we fail, though we may survive the ordeal, we will have no more leads to pursue. This will surely mark our final mission.
You know, I've been trying to keep from dwelling, but I can't help but think of Grius. Sorry to bring that up now.
Even I have my fears. But let us remember him only by his truest wish.
Everyone else goes, who the heck's Grius?
I'll make sure this succeeds. For a world without tyrants.
Well, see you at the show.
So begins our last mission, then. Let's get whatever we need to prepare and head over to the Opera House.
Right.
It'll be okay.
Be fine, you'll be able to do it. Opera House is located at the highest point in the city. It'll just be you and Yufa in there. Make sure you both are geared up for anything.
Now what am I to do?
They say that, but you only have like... I'll say only like one date with just you and her.
Hello there.
How grand. How grand. That's not what I expected.
Oi, oi! Proper aces. I won't let it stand.
Actually, why couldn't we go in the front door? Once again, we're rank 9. It's your service entrance. You're supposed to do something about the guards before the night of the performance. Want to wait until then? Ready to do this? From here on, it'll be just you, me, and Yufa. We won't be able to contact you. Make sure you're equipped. Yes, yes. Ready to go as we are. And let's follow the plan and wait here.
Got it.
Guards have left their post. Juna has done her job most admirably. And she has unlocked the service entrance for us as well. Let's ascend her and remain unseen.
Alright.
Filtration successful.
So,
This way should lead backstage. From there, we climb to the roof and atop the chandelier. And we're up to the auditorium just on the other side. I'll have to lure those brothers out somehow. Joel and I will secure an exit route with all speed. Split up from here. Do our parts and regroup. Good luck. Okay, let's go.
all right.
At the operation, we need to get up on that chandelier, be in position before Juna finishes singing. To get that chandelier, we need to first reach the roof. That's right, Juno laid it out for us. We head backstage, we should be able to go up from there. So let's be on our way then.
First,
Oh yeah, we're doing an excellent job remaining completely unseen, wearing open frickin' steel on us as we run around. I recall. Gotta get involved in a whole bunch of shit. Come over here.
look.
The door leading backstage. Should be able to access the roof from in here. But what's up with the guy standing in front of the door muttering something? Something happened, do you think? Oh bollocks, did I drop it somewhere? Is something wrong? Oh no, it's just, it seems I dropped my key somewhere, and so now I can't open this door. And of all times, it has to be when we were busy beyond belief. I'll have to go get the spare. Now we got a locked door to deal with.
Actually,
Man works here, I suppose. He dropped his key. So, finding it will be our, get our plan back on track. Let's scour the area. We might also ask the patrons about the key in such a crowd. Someone's bound to have seen it. So, yeah, we gotta run around now and try to find the key. The important ones. There's like a whole train of trades we gotta do.
Speaking of which...
Let's see what's at Broadhaven. That's broad the exhibition was fake, huh? Spit in Church's face. You're an interesting fellow.
Oh, but which act? Hey,
Have a starving lady. Here. Oh, he's looking for something he dropped.
what is it?
No, get it. Wait. Looking for Mr. Key. Have you seen or heard anything about one? The costume closet the hallway stuff gets lost in there all the time.
Say, have you heard?
Rumors about Lady Chu. She was about leaving Louise's Gauntlet Runner. Here's top songstress Jackie up with Louise. Wow, get it, girl. Sure. Now please hear about Luis coming to the festival today. I can tell you that. Is he here for, I wonder? Whatever it is, hope it ends peacefully.
Why is this happening?
Bad news for you then.
Honestly.
Yeah, we need that for something. Oh, gold tooth. Purpose buffoon, you refrains from dropping out of the race. Purpose are a foolish trait to begin with, but the longer they remain, the bolder they'll grow. How irritating.
What is it?
Nothing. The one we're looking for. Her necklace.
What if... That gives me an idea.
Junk, are they not? What strange people the pagans are valuing things like that. Surely see a reason why His Eminence steals the relics away. Discarding those warped teachings and converting to sectism is the only path.
What am I to do?
Like my oh, here we go. With my shoelaces like this.
Closery.
Well, I suppose it could be a shoelace replacement. Thank you. Some more proper words. I don't, but I don't. Still, this cake's famous here and tasty, I promise.
Oh, yeah?
Her hungry lady. Absolutely littered with lost items. I guess it's no surprise to all the people here.
Whoa, isn't that something?
Remains to my right, but this victory is all but assured. So no doubt Luis has something up his sleeve. He achieved such success at his age, we can't count him out. Held once a year, the day God descends to the monolith. Feast is held to welcome him. We offer our most intimate prayers. This opera house was built specifically for Saint's Day, in fact. Now come, renounce your allegiance to Luis and pray with us, God. Even forgives filthy elders like you, Klazuri. I'm positively hideous without my tooth.
Thank you very much.
Despite my distress, thought to rectify it, didn't you? I'm saying now I can tell surely without appearing to be some cap-toothed yokel. Thanks, take this key. Picked it up in the corridor over there. Nope. You may get a reward if you return. Oh, and don't worry about me. I'm fine now. My smile can shine. Words seem more like errands, but all's well that ends well. I guess let's go try this key out. Hold on, we got other stuff.
I've done it now.
Start soon. Dancer won't leave the dressing room. I left my script in there. I need it back.
Pardon?
Apparently Master Godot asked some pagans to get it for him. Mind your words there. It originally belonged to the church. We got them to return it is all.
What?
And really, I'm sorry, but I can't find my precious necklace. Never. Oh, yeah, we had this.
What if...
So perhaps it's theirs. Let's check with them.
This is it.
This is it. You found it. Thank you so much. My beloved gave me this necklace. We're unable to see each other right now. In any case, I want to give you a reward. How about this? Exclusive preview of the same day's play script. Let me give that to him. Got it for me? I'm safe. Don't have much to give us, thanks, but please take this.
Come on.
Light, huh? Looked at him again.
That damn
In talk to. Yep, serving lady.
How am I?
It's a must return the favor. Ah, I know. I found something here that might be. Oh.
What would you care to do?
ridiculous.
What if...
Yep.
You've really helped me out.
Better for me? So, Eve can't thank you enough. It's a marriage proposal. I read it for a third woman, but no, perhaps it's best I forget about it. I can give her the letter. Why? Family is newly of rank. It supports Luis. She's a dancer at the opera and a follower of Sanctism. You see, don't you? As long as Forden and Luis are at odds, our marriage will never be allowed anyway. But I rather went on too long. Truly, I'm grateful you returned it, so please take this as my thanks. Hold on.
It's okay.
I believe that's it.
What now?
Oh. You're stronger in the front row, alright.
Yay, we...
Ready?
Oh no, wait, there are a couple of fights around here, aren't there? I just remembered! I believe we blinked on this part. We'd stage from here. Guess it makes sense there. Guards. How many of them though? Should we just push through? Great risk if we draw attention here. We'll not shake it easily. We have a surefire plan for this.
What?
Why is it dark all of a sudden? What happened? What's wrong with the lights? Could happen at worst. I can't have this ruin in the St. Days festivities. Takes care of that.
What?
Trolls to the lights. Ask Hulkenberg to do it. They won't be in the dark forever, so get moving while you can.
Great help.
That's great help, thank you. As the exit route is secured, the Hulkenberg and I will regroup with you. The rest is up to you, Rion.
Let's go.
Sneak through while the lights are out. Follow me!
The future is uncertain. That is...
I thought they were actually talking there. Yes, it was just reported. We've already fixed the issue, but we can't figure out how it happened. Simple accident, or... I believe I charge you with security of the venue. I presume everything is in order. As assured, Your Eminence, I'll have it investigated immediately.
Understood?
Great security! Call in the reserves, too. Can't be too careful, now even the rats get through. Yes, sir, as you wish.
Good grief.
It's getting a bit thick in here. The bigwigs seem to have a lot on their hands keeping order. Well, I suppose that's my cue. Now, at long last, we come to the highlight of the festival. The dedication ceremony for the divine relics will begin very soon.
Take a look.
And here are the only competitors fierce enough to have survived the first round and gotten their hands on a relic.
At last.
Cheering sounds like it's getting underway. Have some official do a preamble for a while, then they'll start the actual dedication. Juna's set to sing after that. We'll need to be on the chandelier by then. If we get into any fights, they'll target you first since you're protected by the royal magic. Make sure you keep an eye on her, Rion. You have to be smart about this. Plan will work without you or Yufa.
Let's hurry.
Yeah. As I recall when I last, I just ran through. I don't think I really did any fighting.
No way.
Doggos.
Not allowed.
Just push through! Alright, how's that? Just push through!
Marvelous. All right, we did it. Yeah, nice.
47, huh?
Get him.
Who's there?
Who's back here? You. Aren't you that Ilda candidate? Ah, right away. Now we got no choice but to force our way through. Then you cut the lights, dogs, Louise. You won't break a Saint Stay on our watch. Here for the royal magic protected, but he'll surrender if we kill his allies. Aim for the Mustari girl. Now we're doing it this way. If you falls, the mission fails. Be careful.
I pray you're ready. Summoner,
Through.
heed me. Help me finish this.
Witness the power of Sanctism.
Take this!
Take this.
Dear God.
Come forth, royal soul!
Take my fullest power. I've done it. Yay, we've done it.
We found something.
We're so lucky.
Wonderful.
That should come in handy. Pocket it.
Crystalline weapon, huh? Sounds fancy.
Great
I think the
find.
right
Keep it.
route, but he'll force us into a fight with his guards.
Hey, we found something.
Oh, wait, oh, the freaking, like, camera angle here is weird. I mean, I almost thought I could go up that way, but no.
What?
just there.
Nice.
We've done it.
What up, Debbie Butt? Pocket heater?
Push through.
I bet we'll find a use for that.
What do you think you're doing?
Reaching for a tree, one right up to it. Never thought I'd see the day. Dude, by the way, yeah, we
I
know.
wanted to say,
Listen, from a pagan, why don't you get the honor of being killed first then?
Vitus power.
Wait, what?
Burn.
Hit their weakness. That's your opening, Captain.
to go to his side.
I pray you're ready.
It is your turn. This is the end.
Keep it up. Come forth, royal soul.
This is the power.
Oh, I get it. That's it.
Heed me. That one looks like it's
It hit, but it doesn't do that much. Alright.
This praise all.
This is God's judgment.
Wonderful.
God.
Jeez, they're pretty tough. Better be careful.
I won't hold back. Maybe not. Time for some close combat.
You disgrace the Sanctist way.
Wonderful.
I shall use this.
Let's do this.
I was hoping that he'd actually be weak, but he isn't.
I won't lose.
Win.
It's
I can
too
do
late
it.
to go to his side.
Come forth now. What is it?
It's higher level than I am.
All right.
We're so lucky.
Our enemies have discovered us.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just a diamond. That's a dead end?
What a fortunate find.
Ooh. Oh, I see. The far left option leads to a soldier fight. This leads up here to this. We can't move the freaking camera.
Please take care.
How's that? Come on.
Amazing. Great moves back there. Let's do it.
Let's see if there's anything down there. Where'd you come from? Defeat the guards below? Are you done at time? Let's through. We'll make you. Now one step further. Theocracy monk army will be respected. Elsa Kennedy must be shielded by the royal magic, so wait for the Mistari girl first. Alright, to fall here. Let's go, Leon.
I won't hold back. Fire.
Hit their weakness. That's your opening, Captain.
Look how boring Beaver guy hit.
They're weak to strike attacks. Smash them up.
Strike and pierce, but not slash. Really?
I pray you're ready.
Kudo is also an option too.
Heed me. This is the last. I've done it.
The freedom of a Vitus power. there another way?
I won't hold back! Witness the power of Sanctism!
That works.
I won't lose.
If I can get close, it is over.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Here, that gate takes care of all the guards. Let's head for the roof. No alarm gets sounded.
Well, now this is unbelievable.
Is that the freaking Holy Grail from Persona 5?
A colossal chalice. I'm told it's believed to be an ancient artifact called a Holy Grail. Truly, a relic to put all others to shame.
The pagans looted this from the church's vaults in antiquity. God, in his omniscience, is said to have imbued it with his essence, giving it the power to make wishes come true.
And how did
Yabba
such a
Dabba Doo ain't gonna like that.
come into your hands?
We simply preached his holy works and spread the teachings. Mutual dialogue was what won the day. Through guided prayer, anyone can be saved, and we may see God's blessing in all things.
Just incredible. But if anyone could do it, it's Sanctifex Forden.
I think it's obvious whose doing it is.
I suppose that marks His Eminence Forden as the sole winner. Even to an amateur's eye, no other relic could compete.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Sanctifex Forden. Now, continuing on.
Wait, Forden was last to present? That's not right. We've not seen Luis yet, or the island team.
Is there an issue?
No. I think we're finally having a show end without incident. After all, these were originally Sanctus relics anyway.
Well, it looks like that's all the divine relics our candidates found across the land. The top-ranking faces will be announced during tomorrow's festivity. And now, it is my distinct honor to present a one-act opera for a Saints' Eve to remember. Please, join me in welcoming the diva herself, Juna, for a performance of the opera's opening piece. Ladies and gents, enjoy!
Well, Luis, rumor has it you found yourself quite a relic. Then why are you so reluctant to present it? No matter. The race's outcome is beyond your meddling now. Victory is mine.
Made it to the roof. Phew, just in time. And get down to the chandelier from the building. Hurry.
Finally.
Well, this place just like ominous. Also, why is there magma crystal just floating in the air around these places? It's usually a sign of bad shit, you know?
We're here. I think we can get down onto that massive chandelier hanging from the ceiling.
Our escape route is secure. We should be able to flee undetected.
Good. Everything's going according to plan so far. But time's running out. From here on, it's all up to him.
All will be fine.
Hey? Thanks, game?
Okay. It's finally time to end this. Juna's song is about to start.
From my fingertip flies a butterfly.
how it pines for the moon up high. Fire
God, that hair still looks so stupid.
to the flame, burning as free as it can be. Out there, deep and dark in the valley mid.
Focus. You can only get one shot at this.
The weird ass of scratchy effect they've got going everywhere.
What I can't control. I can't close my eyes to the sunrise. From the shadow of the dark, fingers brush my neck with a remark. Oh, anguish traveler, my name is thine, and thou art I.
High Persona.
Like the wind, shine through darkest night. Oh, never stray. Trust your eyes to steer you by. Trembling finger, holdfast to my dream. Dawn will break. Now! Reach
We got him! Right?
Hey, the lance! Hurry!
Why did she change her outfit?
What's going on? Is there something blocking it?
Ladies and gentlemen, what an honor! That was our kingdom's lovely songstress, Juna. Moving right along.
It didn't work. Come back.
Man, we suck.
Hail!
Is it done? Man should have hit him, but we can't get it back.
Taking that into account.
Sorry, interference Louis is doing, no doubt.
Ludicrous!
That struck true, yes? Is he slain or not?
True.
He talks. His lance hasn't returned. We can't make a clear judgment. Who's thinking on it now? We have done all that we can.
Hey,
Come on, at least. Let's get out of here. The longer we stick around, the worse it'll be.
hurry!
What now?
I just sworn we get the others back for the upcoming boss fight. I guess just in case. Her. There's Izme.
Why do you dawdle? Did you get him?
We do not know why, but the lance.
Should we withdraw to retrieve it? Or make our escape?
Lost a lance? Perhaps it's this one.
How'd you get up here already?
At last your allegiance is laid bare. And if this lance wounded me, then I take it the one you provided me was a mere imitation. If you know what the lance is capable of, then surely you understand the situation. Your last hope is gone.
No!
It seems a shame to kill you, but I'm afraid you've gone too far. I have no intention of surrendering, nor of wavering in my convictions. That being said, you truly have impressed me. I will allow you some final words, if you have any.
Say it!
I see your performance has come to an end, Juna.
Yes, the curtain falls. I'm no longer your songbird to keep caged.
When did he keep her cage?
So, you too stood with them.
Come on. He's ready to listen, so say it. You know there's something he needs to hear.
They're fiercely prompting my words. Lance fallen to lead Sam. We no longer have a means to counter his attack. Oh, they're... I mean...
Luis, I challenge you to a duel.
Ah, the very words I was waiting for. You really have done your research. In truth, I intended from the start to entertain such a challenge. I confess it's been a long time. Perhaps a real contest is what I've craved. This competition is little more than child's play. So be it. It has been a long time indeed since anyone drew my blood. I will end your life with my own hands.
There needs to be a direct confrontation after all. As though it was fate all along.
A duel makes the king's magic powerless, which means this trinket is no longer necessary. Then state your name. How do you declare yourself?
I am the hero, the savior of this country.
You would save it, would you? I hope that dream does not end in futility. My name is Luis Guirbern. I am the rightful king, he who will forge anew this unworthy country into a utopia. Attack in any number, wield any weapons. But fight with your very lives. If you live by a creed...
How the heck did Juna get up here and not get noticed? Oh, we do get to change up our party, alright.
Go ahead, have at me. An attempt on the life of Luis Guirbern is a folly most cannot afford.
These can't fight at full strength after that direct
We've come
lance
this far.
wound.
Let's fight with all we have, Captain.
Luis, I will make an end of you here.
I should expect
That is
no
not what I
less
said there.
by a duel's code. So be it. Allow me to even the score.
This is our mission.
I won't hold back.
Justice done. Here and now.
Scour.
Of course he doesn't have any like weaknesses or anything, so don't count on that.
Raging fire!
Are you prepared? I'll cut you down.
Let justice prevail. I'll destroy you.
Bear witness. I strike to kill. Come, accept my challenge.
Oh, lovely.
You've got a bunch of ailments slowing you down.
Luckily, I do still have Takunda. Really hitting me now because I'm low on health, so...
This is just what I need!
Now, hack and slash.
For all that we strive for!
This is strength.
Child's play.
Dodge,
I
Hulkenberg.
strike.
Like,
You really don't like me.
slowing you down,
Think.
Captain.
Win.
Behold this power!
I can't afford Samurai. Not done yet.
Oh, power of heroes!
Bear witness.
He ain't looking too
I
hot.
strike to kill.
Oh, come on, really?
I strike to kill.
Lord.
Captain's on his last legs.
Soul hacker.
Someone, get him healed up.
Time for some close combat. Scour. Still up?
Moving to the front, I call upon a royal soul!
Are you prepared?
Interesting.
I'll try tougher than I thought.
I let justice prevail.
Healing. Thank you.
I owe you.
That helped.
This is strength. I strike to kill.
Captain's hurt bad.
Still
Man, you really don't like me.
come forth, royal soul.
Captain's
Soul
on his
hacker.
last legs. Someone, get him healed up.
Behold this power! Raging fire! My
In
mistake!
the no holding back. Hack and die hard!
With blade in hand, they yet cling to life.
Bear witness! I strike!
Oh no!
Nice.
Some fancy footwork, Stroll.
Soul Hacker! Win! Still here?
I used the wrong skill. Oops.
Stubborn, hey?
Samurai! Remarkable!
Oh, well, he did.
I underestimated you.
Yeah, that fight was kind of easy, honestly.
I'll strive for greater heights.
Another level for
I
me.
admit, it feels.
Ha! I have never known.
Even I had
Marvelous. Does it seem that I've grown stronger?
Lord Luis, do not interfere! Oh. You falter even now. Not enough, I'm afraid.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're right underneath me, right?
Lord Luis! A fine blow. You've surprised me. But why? Why are you so intent on killing me?
You of all people should know the answer.
I see now. You were the intruders looking for the formula, I take it. And yet, you have achieved nothing.
What do you mean?
Did we do it?
Lord Luis?
At long last,
That sounded kind of understated for what just happened.
we have brought him to justice. The great, untouchable traitor, Luis Guillaburn, is dead.
Apologies. Things fell apart at the end, and I wasn't thinking straight.
Even so, the outcome is the same. We could not have triumphed without everyone here.
Wait! It's good that we got him and all, but the lance.
Yes, it went down with him.
This looks dire. He's fallen in the middle of the stage.
If Forden spies Luis's body run through with a lance, he'll realize its power in an instant.
Even should we save the prince, we'll regret it if Forden ends up with the lance. Yufa, can you call it up?
No, too late for that. It's already in the middle of the crowd. If we call it up and take it with no explanation, everyone will think us thieves.
Then what do you propose?
First, we need to establish that the lance is ours. Our offering for the ceremony. We'll have to take the stage and announce that ourselves.
Please wait. Do we reveal that we are the ones who can we afford to declare that openly? We'd be telling your supporters you deceived them and your master both.
She's right. The audience has no idea what's going on. We'll just look like the bad guys.
It's okay. We set out to kill Luis, and the deed is done. Our only failure is in the spectacle we made of it. For now, We need to think of a way to get the audience to see our side.
You want to win their sympathy? What are you even planning to say?
I don't know, but we have to get on stage, now. If we don't explain ourselves fast, we'll never get a chance to.
Wait a minute! Hey!
I know that face. Was that Louise? Someone go and see to him. Is he truly dead?
Allow me.
Lord Louis, no. He's dead. He's gone.
Your Eminence, this was found off stage.
How did it go flying off stage?
This must have been the murder weapon.
It was impaled through him. Oh no way, I get to give her that, but still.
Is this the divine relic he sent his subordinates after?
His eyes are sightless. His heart beats no more. The man is dead, without question.
I have a familiar Scottish accent.
Absolutely certain.
I checked him thrice over. There can be no more doubt.
Louise, dead? And that can only mean this lance can pierce the barrier of the king's magic.
I apologize for the grotesque display interrupting tonight's performance. We are tardy in arrival, but the lance you hold is our offering to the ceremony.
What? You claim this lance? You mean to say you were the ones who did the deed?
Yes. It is as you say.
God above! How do you justify this?
Years ago, Luis ordered my hometown destroyed. Hulkenberg, our ally before you, was herself a royal guard in service to his late highness. Even the songstress, Juna, aided us on several occasions. Above all else, we are a group who came together to try Luis for his crimes, traitor and kingslayer both. And to do that, we had to enter his company. We took no joy in disguising our true intentions, not from your eminence, nor the people. But today, finally, we have seen justice done. Luis has paid for his sins. And at last, at long last, my parents can rest in peace.
I had not realized you were such an actor. Or do you truly weep?
It's just hitting me now. We finally won.
Now, everyone, let's have a little composure, please.
Because the last boss is totally a dude that starts at half health like that.
Explains why the songstress was so often with Louise, as well as these brave misfits.
I understand. It all makes sense now. I had wondered why a member of the Prince's own guard would fall in with Luis. You have done well to execute the rebel. I am sure that His late Majesty and His Highness must be pleased. And of course, the Sanctus Church recognizes your divine relic. Now we shall greet tomorrow's festivities with fresh peace in our hearts.
Thank you, Your Eminence.
You must be the Lady Hulkenberg. The day His Highness was attacked, I heard you fought harder than any other. Your blade even struck the back of the blackguard who did it. Of all his defenders, you came closest to avenging the prince. But where you faltered then, you triumphed today.
Now that I think that, I'm kind of surprised that never comes up. The fact that she scarred the back of the assailant who cursed him.
Is something the matter?
Oh, no. You honor me greatly, Your Eminence.
Now, this lance. The Sanctus Church will confiscate it for now. A lance capable of killing the tournament's candidates would only sow panic and chaos.
Yes. As you wish. We brought it as an offering anyway.
Indeed. You may step down now.
Think you can just walk away, do ya? You owe us a moment or three.
Right.
If you admire Nemesis Luis, that should break the prince's curse.
So you lot were working against us from the start. And you right along with them, Lady Juna.
What was your motive? Why did you kill Lord Luis?
If this was truly a matter of justice and not simply petty revenge, then we owe it to them to explain why we have taken their guiding force. They deserve that much.
Can't they hear you talking here?
Do you not agree?
I have a choice, apparently.
It's time for the truth.
I am sorry if I'm overstepping my mark. I know I'm but the latest to become your ally, but...
Kind of feels like Juna should be saying this,
No,
not
we
Yuffie.
speak the truth. We have sought to save the rightful heir to the throne. To break the curse afflicting His Highness the Prince.
What's that? The prince? He's dead, mate. Wait, he is dead, isn't he?
He's dead, all right. You lot will need a better story than that if you don't want to get cut open where you stand.
He had to be declared dead in order to protect him. Though he lives, he is bedridden, cursed by magic.
And the only way left to undo that curse was to kill Luis.
Those of us who wanted the prince restored formed a secret faction. And I was a spy in its service, trying to find out if we had any option beyond murder.
I cannot expect you to understand all this immediately. However...
You did this for the prince! His father, the king, was a coward! Puppet of Forden! It was because of him that this country rotted from the inside. And for his son! For his bloody, useless corpse of a son! What made you think his life was worth more than Count Luis?
Worth more? I thought you two hated when people tell you any life weighs more than another.
I myself have never met His Highness, nor do I know what sort of person he is. But I want to see the future these people believe in.
Despite our many differences of tribe and status, we still banded together. Through them, I saw the possibility of a world united.
Besides, when Luis talked about burning down my island, I thought I saw the shock and despair on your faces too.
Look, you two. Was Luis really a master worth your trust? I think it's worth listening to your hearts now. Even, I know we'd be happy to have you.
Hold a moment. These two were Luis's right-hand men. I would advise against this.
No, their hearts are as loyal as any of ours. They but served another master.
Lady Juna. I guess you really were watching out for us. More than we ever knew. I couldn't protect Basilio when it mattered most. They put him through so much for their sudden igniter experiments, and now protecting him's all I've got.
Del.
Maybe it is time to step back. Get away from this bloody business. I guess this was all it took. Count Luis gave us a dream to fight for, but I suppose it was the kind that doesn't feel right after you wake. So, we're drifters now. Maybe we'll open up that restaurant after all, eh? We'll see you around, Lady Juna.
Look, I'm not the smart one, you lot know that, so I don't know whether to punch you or thank you. I've never been this confused in all my life. Damn it, I just don't get it. Damn it. Oh, Del, wait! Don't you wander off like that. You mean all that about the restaurant, yeah?
Never could say what you were feeling. I'm sorry this was all I could do.
Ah, Captain, let us tarry no more. We must check His Highness's condition.
Yes, you're right! That should have lifted the curse!
Well.
What's going on? The cursed thorns haven't disappeared.
But the caster is dead. Forden and his guard were sure to check Luis's body.
Calm down, everyone. We don't want to yell about this in public. Let's go back to the inn for now.
His Highness still suffers under the curse. But Luis is dead. I cannot fathom it.
Maybe we killed a fake. Like his body double. Or some...
No. There's no way that wasn't Luis. We couldn't fight him in person and still be mistaken.
And Luis would have nothing to gain from faking his death, surely. After all, it put the lance in Forden's hands.
Knowing all that, might the curse have been cast by someone else entirely?
But that would mean... we killed an innocent person, wouldn't it?
That bastard was no innocent. He destroyed my home. He murdered the king. And...
True enough, old boy. But that's not why we were out to kill the chap. Huh?
He said it himself. That killing him accomplished nothing. Was it really true?
Yet he had the formula for the curse in his possession. Surely that marks his guilt?
Even so, there remains a modicum of doubt in the matter. Perhaps Luis was researching the curse for another reason. If he was framed, it is possible he aimed to clear his name.
The formula really did say it was an outline, likely jotted from memory. That could mean that wasn't the formula to begin with, just Luis's scratch work. Ruthie was looking for a way to prove his innocence.
If it wasn't Luis, who else could have...
Feels my body nut. What the heck?
That night, His Highness the Prince was already fleeing when I arrived at the scene. I encountered the assailant as I sought to protect His Highness. I pursued and slashed across their back.
Right. I remember Forden mentioned something about that. Is there anything else you can remember?
Fie! No, I can recall nothing else. No other clues. Yet... no. 'Tis odd. I believe this is the first time I have recounted the particulars to anyone. I told the investigators only that I failed to capture the culprit. The shame of my failure kept me silent on the rest.
What? But just earlier, Forden said...
Yes, he told a story that none but the culprit could attest to. How does Forden know?
This feels like the weirdest freaking gotcha. I mean, there were several other people fighting there. Grius knew about it too. It just feels so weird that this is the big one.
Could Forden be the one behind all of this?
I have no evidence to say otherwise.
Wouldn't it be better to actually see, like, the back scars, the big reveal for something like this?
Nay, but that does not make it impossible. It wasn't long after the prince's passing that His Majesty named Sanctism the state religion. If not for the matter concerning the king's magic, Forden's claim to the throne would have been unshakable.
Sounds like motive enough to want the prince gone.
We have to find out, even if it's remotely possible. Let's question Forden in person at the main festival tomorrow.
We'll need that divine lance back, too. It's not something we want in Forden's hands, especially now.
Hey, I'm going to go talk to my sister. She's bound to be somewhere in the city for the Saint's Day festivities. Sister, I should explain. All that fuss today was...
Is it safe for you to come to such a public place?
What? No, it's fine. It's not like we caused a riot or anything. We even explained ourselves to Forden's satisfaction.
That's not what I meant. You're the songstress, remember?
Ah, yes. Suppose you're right.
I know we talked before about the loophole in the King's protective magic, but I never thought you would be the one to strike Luis down. And that lance he presented, I take it that's why you went to Verga Island.
We didn't mean for it to be such a spectacle. It didn't exactly go according to plan. But at least we kept a tyrant off the throne.
And that's why I was wondering if I could ask you something. About Sanctifex Forden. What kind of man he really is.
Because, well, now that Luis is out of the picture, we know who's got the best chance. A man as powerful as him, well, you know how it is. You hear all kinds of nasty rumors swirling about. I'm just wondering if there's any truth to them.
Tuna, are you seriously trying to dig up dirt on Sanctifex Forden? On Saint's Day of all days?
Oh, loosen up a bit. You can't deny that people talk, and God knows they always have. Especially about the night of the attack. Asking how anyone could sneak into the castle, let alone get to the prince. Whether some official ordered the assassination. Remember when those rumors started? Father was on edge for days. I remember even when I hadn't said anything, he'd scold me and send me away. I don't suppose you ever heard if there was any truth to that. Sorry. I don't mean to dance around it, so it's just not an easy thing to ask about. I was talking with one of our allies, Hulkenberg. She said Forden mentioned something he couldn't have known, unless he was actually there, the night of the attack. Unlikely as it is, if it turns out Forden was involved, she won't suffer him being crowned. She'll be out for vengeance. And you're the eldest daughter of House Cygnus, a Sanctist family. The people would see you as an accomplice to a man who had a hand in killing the royals. I couldn't bear to let that happen. You don't deserve that. I need to know the truth.
Then, suppose His Eminence Forden were guilty of such sin. What would you do with him? With the Sanctist Church?
What do you mean?
Well, I was but a girl of only 12 years. I knew nothing about the inner workings of the crown theocracy.
Sister? What's wrong?
Nothing. I'm fine. If a tad overworked. All these new developments and tragic events. I'm just run a little ragged, that's all.
Sister.
I'll be fine. Really?
Actually, I just realized everyone should. Oh god, they should know what's coming up is not true. I mean, that the whole like assassination thing was a failure. Like freaking Luis's face should be up, still be on the freaking monuments. I just realized that.
Maybe I'll hold off on the harder drinks today, just to be safe. It's been a long time since we could spend some simple time together like this. It's like we're just two sisters visiting Montario for the holiday. I'll see you again soon.
Juno was able to get much from Rella. Rella won't talk then. Oh yeah, we also have that boss fight coming up. As every calls weak to fire.
Let's rest.
You've got a lot on your mind, but I can tell that you're tired. Let's just rest up and get ready for tomorrow.
What now?
Let's see. Although that's really freaking expensive. That'll actually take a long.
All right.
And I think Fire Restraint might actually be better for her. She already has Infernal Vortex. So she should be fine there.
Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Now, let's get this year's Saints' Day Festival of Montario underway. We will begin with a few words from His Eminence, Sanctifex Forden.
Looks like Dracodios hasn't left his side.
Today is a day of great celebration. A day to offer up our thanks to God. But first, an announcement. Luis is dead. The royal family's murderer has been put to justice. Now much of the kingdom's trust lies with me. Even this king-defying lance is safe in my hands. I would not see further bloodshed in endless, futile conflict. Is it not past time for reconciliation and open dialogue as a newly forged nation?
He's talking as if the race is already over. What about deciding the winner?
All but a formality now, isn't it? His Eminence has the overwhelming majority on his side. Better to establish peace now and crown Sanctifex Forden.
No. He would end the tournament here and now.
So he's just going to call the race while he's ahead? How convenient.
But the throne's decided by the king, not this tournament.
Forden only had to abide by that when he had Luis to compete with. If he ends this while he's this far ahead, we won't be able to reverse it.
Oi! The game's not over yet, you cocky bastard! We only seek to submit to the will of the people. Though you would be wise to quit the race with all speed.
Forden for the throne! Then we will finally have peace! Hail His Majesty Forden! Long live His Majesty Forden!
Damn him. The people already believe him the victor. Tournament won or no, his dominance will soon be unshakable.
Hey, you should have thought of that.
We reclaim the lance, now!
Now? Are you out of your mind?
If he's going to keep it close to hand, we'll never have a chance to swap it out. We'll have to take it by force.
I mean, exactly what's the plan here?
Isn't it too dangerous? Better we risk danger than inaction. If we miss this chance, we may never get another.
So you were after this lance all along? Loyalists indeed. How many more candidates must die by your hand?
His smuggler is horrific, distorted. It's sickening.
What did you? How dare you, you pagan wretch! You would steal this holy lance for your own vile ends. That alone is treason against the kingdom, you filthy assassins.
Assassins? Then we're in good company. That night, you were the one behind the attack on His Royal Highness. You framed Luis for your crime and banished him from the palace. Do you deny it?
Precisely the sort of baseless claims I'd expect from desperate sinners.
Baseless, is it? In that case, shall we produce proof of your treason?
You waste your breath. What do your words matter now? The royal family is gone. Luis is dead. Only I remain. And only I am fit for the throne.
You traitor!
You call His Eminence a traitor? Preposterous! The Sanctifex is incapable of such deeds!
Your Majesty Forden, punishment to the disloyal. Judge these ruffians with your divine lance!
Behold, the flock has spoken. Those who defy me are to be executed. Before you die, know that I am in your debt for killing Luis and handing me the crown.
Del, what the hell's going on? I thought the prince's curse was supposed to be off.
It's clearly not. The prince's assassination, the whole lot. It was all the Sanctists. It was all that bastard pulling the strings from the start. Wait, is that...
You! Identify yourself! Who are you?
We're at a festival. Should we not be festive?
Seriously, almost immediately the
I've come
jig is
to meet
up.
you, Forden.
Reese? Impossible. How could you have survived? Not that it matters. It falls to me to finish the job, then. Coming here sealed your fate. Hell awaits, and this time I'll make sure you stay there. Face your divine punishment, Luis! But why?
It appears your sins outweigh mine.
What have you done?
That lance is counterfeit, just like you. This is the true lance.
You snake, Luis.
You didn't even get a boss fight with him.
Did he just kill Sanctifex Forden?
No. Impossible. Nothing to see here. The festival is cancelled. Cancelled.
Del, Lord Luis is alive.
What's going on?
Good people! You have heard the truth with your own ears. Forden was the vile mastermind behind the prince's assassination.
Of course, now our our assumption that he was behind it was because Luis was dead. Therefore, he couldn't have been the one to curse the prince because the prince is still cursed. But Luis was never dead, so
For casting his sins upon me, for seeking to usurp the throne, I have passed due judgment. A tainted Sanctifex is unfit to rule. What's the matter? You seem lost for words.
But
You're supposed to be dead.
In a sense, yes.
Then how? How are you alive? Forden's own attendant confirmed your death.
Forden's attendant? You mean that fellow?
I want to know how the hell Zorba somehow got into freaking Forden's inner circle enough to be trusted with Luis's autopsy. Seriously, how?
Back at the Grand Cathedral, I ordered the dead to recover my body if the need arose.
I'd always intended for Forden to die by my hand, and the first step in his downfall was Zorba's infiltration.
Impossible. The lance pierced you through your very breastplate.
It did indeed. And frankly, I'm still impressed. Few could land such a decisive blow against me. But I'm afraid fate was on my side, not yours.
Mortal anatomy is my speciality. I knew at first glance that the wound was deep, but the heart was intact. Lord Luis is destined for far greater than this, so I devised a plan. I would proclaim his death and deceive both Forden and his flock.
And sweet Jesus, this was such a lucky turn of events for me to
After that,
actually
it was
manage to
simply
get
a
my
matter of
plan through like
magically
this.
regenerating his flesh overnight. Only a fool would expect him to die in such a place.
I could have emerged as soon as I'd healed. But where's the theater in that?
Seriously, anyone would need to just check the freaking king face rock thing.
Why do you have the real lance? Wasn't it supposed to have gone to Forden?
A wee bit slow on the uptake, eh? I just told you, I was present for the inspection. It was hardly a difficult task to swap out your counterfeit.
So you knew the truth of it? No. Have you always been ahead of us? Ever since the moment we thought Zorba dead?
A holy lance, a convincing prop. What does it matter? Had I truly died, it would simply indicate that I was never fit for my ambitions. Power is the only true arbiter. Behold the proof. Forden lies dead, and the lance is in my hand, just as planned.
You let us do as we pleased, even knowing the risks. You're insane!
Indulge me a question. You stole the magic formula from me. Surely you soon learned that it was useless. That's why you then resorted to killing the caster. You were desperate to lift the spell. Is that not so? In other words, the curse's victim still draws breath. For that reason, you sought to kill me even amidst this competition, even with the difficulty of the king's magic in your way. So, His Venerable Highness the Prince survived. Where is he? Speak or die.
Please, spare us!
Convenient family to threaten is convenient.
Stop! Leave them be!
How quickly the Sanctus break rank and flee. Their flock left to die. This is Sanctism.
Are we sure this isn't Darwinism at work?
No! Stop him!
Out of the way!
What? Why?
More question is, why are you just sitting there?
Come now.
Thank you. You protect them. Yet what value do they have to you?
It's not that! This is just strong! It's strong, me lords!
I see. So even you two faltered.
Dal! Dal!
Fidelio!
How the hell did his backpack survive? I just realized that. What the heck?
I get it now. Only fair thing in this world is power. With it, you can take whatever you want in this life. Or so I thought.
Tell.
But you know, if all the weak get left behind, who's left to protect them? I've been an idiot. Sorry about that.
Stop talking, Del.
I see it, you know. Our little diner. Music in the air. It's grand. Look after Lady Juna.
Huh? Hey. Del?
Del!
Pitiful. See what Brotherhood earned them.
Lord Louis. That's what it all comes down to for you, yeah? The strong are right, the weak are wrong. Doesn't matter what you were born into, there's fairness in that. We saw you as our hope. We thought that if you had a proper strong fella on top, he'd be able to put a stop to all the meaningless discrimination. But we had it wrong. You're no ray of hope. It doesn't matter to you. Killing anyone, it doesn't make you feel unclean. You're the kind of cold-blooded bastards we hate more than anything!
Do not concern yourself with this peon, Lord Luis. With my newfound power, I shall tear them limb from limb.
This way! Guards, hurry!
Step aside. You have important work to do.
Hey! Seize the criminals who murdered His Eminence!
We didn't do it, but we should probably still run. Basilio, come with us!
Shut up! What about Del? You saw what that bastard did to him!
I will not let you die in vain. Your brother didn't do this so you could get yourself killed. For now, please flee with us.
Shit!
Come, make haste!
Oh, welcome back. It went about as well as could be expected. We wanted something nicer for his grave, but they told us something like that's reserved for Sanctus tradition.
You can expect little else in Altabri. I apologize for not being present.
We've just gotten ourselves out of the public eye. If we had gone as a group, worst case, we'd have been turned in.
I wish we could have mourned him at his home. It had to happen in the lap of the Sanctus Church of all places. I hear the Parapists typically prefer a more joyful send-off, with singing and celebration.
It's alright. Us soldier kids could never afford to be too picky. Del knew he couldn't choose where to snuff it. The fact that you were there, Lady Juna, that's enough for us.
Basilio.
Best to leave him be for a while. He's just lost the only family he had.
By the way, have you checked the Farsight mirror? The curse might be...
Unfortunately, it still hasn't lifted. Guess that means it was someone other than Forden after all.
But Forden brazenly admitted that he had been the mastermind. Luis was innocent of that crime, at least.
Someone must have cast it at Forden's command. Unless we can find and kill them in time... Damn it all!
We've more pressing problems at hand, don't we? Now Luis knows the prince is alive. Surely that's far from ideal.
The village is deep in the forest. It's not an easy place to find, even if you're looking. Going to the prince's side could be dangerous. so let's not get ahead of ourselves.
But even if we sought the real culprit, we no longer have any leads to follow. If I might make a suggestion, perhaps we should visit my sister again. She may have some insight on the Sanctus Church's past, but that's tomorrow's concern. As for tonight, we could all use some time to rest our hearts and minds.
Because I'm sure something tomorrow won't happen, totally not.
Oh, look at you, kid. You look near dead yourself.
Tell? Tell? What?
Seems you made it out in one piece, though.
Are you alive? But back there, you... Don't tell me you pulled some bloody trick. Just like Luis. Bloody hell, Tell. I thought I...
Basilio. Sorry. From here on, you're taking the lead.
But why? I can't without you. Tell, I only made it this far because I followed you.
Don't give me that. You're the strong one. Me, I never knew where I was going. Basilio, protect the weak. Swear you'll do it, not for me, but for yourself. If you can do that, I'll always be with you.
Tell...
Don't give me that look. Well, this one's goodbye for now. You ready? Let's hear it, Basilio. You fight. But why?
Oh, Lodestar, ye grief-racked brother.
God damn it, lady, don't bring the high beams into this. I'm having an emotional moment.
Thy long stagnant stance hath finally been broken. Now choose thy path.
Not really a choice. It's back to the starting line. This time I'll lead. Ardell entrusted me with this chance. I've got to show him I've got this.
Thank you. Thou hast chosen a noble parting. O Lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities are thy light. Awaken.
See you around, Dell.
Am I the one who feels like it would have been better if he didn't bother with the heart rip thing? Like the fist bump with his dead brother should have done it, right?
Thank goodness! You're finally awake! You were passed out! Don't scare me like that! Not that I can blame you. After all that's happened.
Sir Basilio, there's magla flowing through him. I think it's the same as our power.
It's you lot, from before.
They want to pay their respects for Fidelio.
you so very much.
Ardell. Funny, innit? Maybe this world's not so bad.
Thanks.
With that, we finally get the final party
God, what in the
member.
world is that, lads? It struck down Sanctifex Forden right before our eyes. That's supposed to be impossible.
And Luis made sure it was a bloody spectacle, before an audience even. The bastard is making sport of it.
We must devise a plan. Otherwise, even if Luis does not sway our supporters, they may lose faith in the church.
Before all else, we must choose a successor, but they need not share Forden's strength.
I have brought her here.
You requested an audience? Assembled lords?
Rella, we must ask your support. Let me be direct. We would like you to enter the tournament as a formal successor to His Eminence Sanctifex Forden.
This girl? She is your plan?
Have you gone mad? I reject this proposal. If anyone is to succeed His Eminence, it should be me, as his trusted right hand.
See sense. Strength alone means nothing. And without that, you have nothing worthy of the people's loyalty.
Rella, will you not speak? Surely you feel what they ask of you is beyond your station.
Well, that is...
You are wise beyond your years, Rella. Surely you understand. What the lost children need now is not a righteous avenger, but a refuge from their fears. The people would flock to a saint who dwells among her people. Already many would rejoice to see you rule as queen. Rella, will you answer their call?
This is all rather sudden.
Of course, you would have our full support. Naturally, we will make arrangements so that the tournament's next round turns in your favor.
Even so, I am unfit to be queen.
Allow me to clarify. This is not exactly a request. Would you rather have that tyrant Luis become king?
Well...
Hey, sounds like we've got big news. I just heard from the pack of Sanctists. I figured they'd shove someone up to take Forden's place. But where it is, it'll be Saint Rella. Gonna be an announcement tomorrow.
The mourning for Forden's barely started, and they're already lining up his successor. And Rella, at that. Going for popularity over power, it seems.
They're getting careless. Though, thinking about it, maybe it's a smarter choice than it seems.
But, say Saint Rella wins against Luis, becomes proper queen and all gets to do what she wants. Doesn't that tidy this whole thing right up?
No! This can't be her own decision. Just the idea of being queen would put her stomach in knots.
Because I say so, it has to be.
Must be trying to make her their puppet. Perhaps it was an order she could not refuse. This isn't good. Probably not the best time to talk to her either.
But that's got to mean they're keeping the tournament going, right? Then they'll probably announce the next challenge once Rella's candidacy goes public.
Either way, I don't like it. This is all escalating too fast for my tastes. All the support Forden had campaigned for will likely just go straight to Rella with hardly a dent.
That's assuming a
If
lot.
Luis and the Sanctus Church are trying to reclaim the status quo as the two pillars of government, that'll be a tough lead to shake. After all, just lifting the curse isn't going to be enough to restore the prince to the throne.
Oh, you're just realizing that now?
Luis versus Rella. Front runner and runner-up, with no ties to the royal family between them. Everyone will see plain that popularity's eclipsed royal right. His Highness himself will have to win this battle on the faith of the people, or his claim to the crown will never be acknowledged.
Besides which, Luis now knows that His Highness lives. His whereabouts have not been discovered, but the Kingslayer will take up the hunt.
So many obstacles. What do we do?
We're trying to break the curse, but we also need to get people to support the prince's claim for the throne before we need to buy time.
I know one way to keep a VIP protected. A classic tactic, really. The military does it all the time. We use a body double. You're supposed to be a dead ringer for the prince, yeah?
We were?
You mean he pretends to be the prince? That's absurd. You realize it's a capital offense to impersonate royalty.
I don't think it's a bad idea, though.
Do you not get how dangerous this is?
Ardell was right about you being mental. I think we could pull it off, though. The prince has been gone ages. Nobody's in a position to point out differences.
Wait, just think about this. He's elder. The royal family's Clamar and have been for generations.
If I may. His Highness the Prince lacks the Clamar horns. Some rumors suggested 'twas not some miraculous feature of the prince alone, but a mark of Elden blood. I've heard no confirmation either way myself, but at the very least, 'tis a tale any aristocrat is bound to have heard in passing.
In other words, with an elder claiming the prince's name and a known royal knight to vouchsafe him, we'd have enough plausibility to shake the nobles to their core.
Of course, all this means little, unless our double himself is willing. What say you?
I can't back down now.
Wow. You never do, you know?
Your resolve has been challenged many times.
I literally have no
I
options
never
not to.
I am humbled once more. I pledge my sword to this gambit.
Good. Then we declare ourselves tomorrow, where this announcement's going to take place. Seems like the optimal place to make sure we're heard.
Right then. Looks like I'll have to give the old girl a polish worthy of a prince. My cue as well. From here on, it's nose to the grindstone until my magnum opus is finished. Can't let the lad be the only one with his life on the line.
Can we talk?
Amongst other eyes, let's keep our shopping at the Blue Sky Bridge area and return to the runner at night. So, Basilio, our final party member. Honestly, he ain't too bad. He starts out with obvious focus for his primary role. Honestly, I think that kind of puts him above Stroll in a way for, well, being the physical powerhouse character. I guess Stroll's supposed to be more all-rounded. His other claim to fame is that he gives us charge. He's the first character with that option, and we actually have a good, decently to build up, like, blunt-type character now with Berserker here. As it's actually, you know, pretty first. Oh, hey, Frenzy is actually a multi-hit attack. Huh, I don't really use that one. Primarily use, like, Slam Shatter with him. I think it increased attack defense for all enemies for 3 turns. Nice. Gotta add that. So yeah, he's pretty good. Of course, with that. What? Get some heavy. Oh yeah, Stormbreaker Axe is awesome. Deals electric attack and also removes any of the Kaja spells. Very, very nice. He gets an electric and a wind move on this sucker. Damage of all. Oh yeah, low health. He does some crazy damage. Got a major HP boost. He also has a light attack too that ignores resistance, and in the front row he gets 10% more attack. Yeah, overall Berserker, it's great. And as I recall, he also needs to go down Pugilist, so you know, smash moves are just his cup of tea, I guess. Downside though is well, he's kinda, you know. Wait, what? Oh, weird. I'm supposed to leave, I guess. Anyway, his major downside is the fact that, well, y'all notice what time it is in the game? It's almost the end, so, yeah. Wait, oh. Let's leave and then come back, I guess. I won't be using Basilio in the next fight, but after that, I'll probably replace Stroll for him. I don't know why you were forced to leave before we're allowed to actually rest. That's kind of weird, isn't it?
Sure. Good night.
Yeah.
It looks like we're all set for tomorrow. Got a minute then. Seeing as I've fallen in with you lot now, there's something I want to clear up.
You.
So tell me this, you doing all this to save the poor prince, or are you doing it to save the country? I mean...
Certainly.
It's definitely the better answer. If we're just saving the prince, my god, are we dicks. Let's say the country, you're playing a longer game. Got to actually win this race. So if we can't save the prince, you're taking his place for good. That means if we win the tournament, you'll take the lie to your grave.
So...
I'm just saying, you declare yourself prince tomorrow and everything changes for you forever. You know what you're signing up for.
Right.
Ready for it. Listen to you, got guts, that's for sure.
Then...
Well, I'll tell you something myself. I'm not just following you to go with the flow, alright? Or to avenge Del. Sure, I'm planning on hammering that bastard Luis into the ground, but I'm doing it for the dream, for a world where your birth don't decide your life. And if I'm gonna tag along, that's the world we're gonna live to see, I know it.
Leave it to me.
Oh, just leave it to me, yeah? I've got your back, long as you're giving this everything you got, so will I. We got a deal, Captain? Basilio off, who said he'd prefer sleeping in stowage and then return to my bunk.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Look, it's that boy candidate. The one who betrayed Luis or killed him or something.
Hold on! I thought it was Sanctifex Forden who got killed.
I think it's both. But hard to say what actually happened. Suppose it's true what they say about Elder. Disaster follows them like an ill wind.
Couldn't get a read on what kind of reputation we had before, but it seems worse than I thought.
Once we stand for His Royal Highness the Prince, that will surely change. We have to believe that.
St. Rella is here. The rumors were true.
Hey, Jesus, how high up are your heels, lady?
Thank you all for joining me, even in the midst of this turmoil. I am Rella Cygnus, of the Crown Theocracy. The reason I ask that you all gather here today is so that I may formally announce my succession to His Eminence, the late Sanctifex Forden. I know not if I am worthy, but under the teachings of the noblesse, I am determined to become a worthy king, queen of this land.
The saint herself is to be our queen. Now we are safe. Glory to Sanctism.
Now to just jump in mid-race like that. Everyone seemed pretty annoyed when Luis did it.
The tournament's winner is not guaranteed the throne. Fairness was never really a factor. Whoever has the skill to exploit the standings will win.
Listen to that roar. I think I underestimated my sister's popularity.
Even from here, I can feel her aura of magic. I suppose that's to be expected if she's the land's best mage healer.
From the looks of it, she's perfectly situated to pick up where Forden left off.
Out there, people running around the entire country to announce this.
Rella, you have no true experience in the political world. And you would rise to Sanctifex Forden's heights. Be worshipped as he was. I refuse. I have been loyal to God and His Eminence Forden my whole life. I am the only one worthy of his legacy.
Master Gidor, truly I do see the truth in your words. However, this is also the will of the Crown Theocracy.
Friends gathered here, do you really believe such a person is fit to be queen? Once the nation has dissolved into chaos, it will be too late. Appoint me as champion of Sanctism, and I will save you all.
Not sure about that. We know your name, but honestly, you don't have much in the way of real accomplishments.
The man has no charisma. If I had to choose, I'd rather follow Saint-Well.
Does he really not have any accomplishments? I guess all of his were like attributed to Forden to boost him up.
Sanctifex Forden killed the prince too. If that's true, then I don't know if I'd trust his closest vassal with the throne.
Friends, I...
Is that Luis's gauntlet runner?
How is Rella already in second place on the face rack up there? Once again, she just announced herself. Did everybody else already flop even before? It's been a day.
As usual.
How did all the far-reaching parts of the kingdom find out?
What is your business here?
For the sake of those mired in your endless, fruitless squabbles, I have come to propose we give truth to this competition.
What truth?
The people's eyes have been opened. This entire tournament is a self-indulgent travesty of the Sanctus Church's making. First the king, and now you dogs of God. Why do you teach the people lies? You preach that true understanding is mutual and blind to the balance of power. Ignorant, willful or otherwise, to the sin and weakness that your lessons breed. Face the truth. Our world is lawless, and your efforts have done nothing to quell the chaos. It is time we were judged only by our abilities. Victory means nothing unless won by skill, and it is no less true for the throne.
Skill? What skill would you put on display?
I see no more reason to forbid the killing of candidates.
You would have the race decided by violence. And I suppose you believe yourself capable of personally reversing the king's magic? Impossible.
Oh, king! You have witnessed our trials, have you not? You have seen a divine relic used to defy your shield and claim life! The lance rests in my hand. With its power, my victory is assured. But surely you would not see the race decided by such injustice. And neither would I. I will not give voice to the lie that this world is subject to any god's reign. Would you, O great king?
What is his aim? If he has the key to certain victory in his hands, why cast it aside?
Never takes what he doesn't win. That's Luis to the core. He means every word he says. When you're clawing up from the bottom and you hear him talk like that, you can't help but dream. And then you never realize only a madman claims lies and contradictions won't exist in their world.
Luis Grierburn. What manner of life has this man lived to make him such a creature?
He says that, but with that lance, he could kill any candidate he pleases, couldn't he? He killed Sanctifex Forden, and now threatens Saint Rella. No! Your late majesty, please speak!
Do not fear, my people. Even should Luis claim all the power he desires, I will not be so easily conquered. Even should our nation dissolve into anarchy, I will always stand to defend you.
Sister.
I expected little else of Forden's loyal pet. It seems there is more to the saint than vapid, empty benevolence. Come, O king! There can be no more doubt. The masses desire a truly fair battle. One waged without your shackles.
Be this thy course. Thou wouldst rule by strength alone.
He's talking!
Like when he first rose.
I killed Forden, yet has my standing fallen at all? Surely you would know. This petty race limps forward, while the land is further flooded with anxiety and monsters. You have left us an age of strife. You are powerless to stop it. And in your place, Fool King, I will restore the balance and right this land's wrongs!
So be it. They who remain seeketh a clash without hindrance. Very well. Now and hereafter, my magic shall no longer protect thee. Face this as a trial renewed. If ye would be a true king, then I bid thee prevail.
You see that light just now?
The magla flow surrounding the candidates has disappeared. The protection of the magic is no more.
My magic's protection has faded away.
And this lance of dragons is no more than an antique spear. Children lost in Sanctism Shadow! The fog of deception has finally cleared! There is no God! Think hard on your salvation, and whether you'll find it in prayer.
No. He would even deny us our prayer? It's true. His Majesty has broken the spell. If it has come to this.
You know it was not I who laid the prince low. Which means that if you oppose me still, it is for the throne, and nothing more. I can finally face the real you. A near-death invalid has no place upon the throne. The mere suggestion is ludicrous. You do well to follow the king's example and abandon the folly of your ideals.
To cast aside all we've fought for would accomplish nothing. We too strive for a vision. Luis, you will never take the throne. The rightful heir stands before you. Look upon our candidate and know his true claim. He is the legitimate son of his late Majesty King Hythlodius V, last heir to the throne of Euchronia. His Highness, the Prince himself.
Now that you think about it, the prince never gets a name. What the hell?
For his people, he defies the pain and suffering of the
Holy shit, I just realized the prince doesn't have a name.
His Highness the Prince. What?
He's just the prince.
His Highness? He has already passed.
His Highness the Prince. They're mad, the lot of them. That boy's an elder.
Indeed he is. 'Tis the very proof you seek. Anyone who truly knows His Highness himself will see what this means. Indeed. There is no denying it.
Rella!
Sister?
I saw for myself when I personally treated His Highness. They'd warned me against revealing it to the public, but the time for discretion is past. His Highness the Prince has Elden blood coursing through his veins. His Majesty told me that the boy's birth mother was an elder woman.
The Prince was an elder?
Enough of this absurdity.
You! The Prince! A bold gambit. To reveal yourself before both Rella and I. Indeed, I have no retort. After all, he's been dead so long. Nobody could say otherwise. Fine then. So be it. This marks the true battle between those who would fight for the throne. Wouldn't you say, Your Highness? Face your unworthy ideals and come to terms. I shall await at the royal capital to meet the one left standing.
Luis in the lead, he no longer has to concern himself with the other candidates, especially those who aren't a direct challenge. And we get Dracodius here. This is what we finally get it. Support has increased dramatically now that I've announced I am the prince and I can't let the people down.
Rella, Forden's legacy is rightfully mine. It won't be long before this conflict turns violent. Do you really think you have what it takes to fend off Luis?
Kinda weird, the character portrait on the bottom left looks like, you know, piss as all hell. But if you look at his actual model, he looks more concerned than anything.
You were head of the guards and you failed to protect Santifex Forden. You want to talk? Please step down.
And you think yourself my better, do you? If it's a contest of strength you want, we can settle that right here. My magic. Nothing's happening. What's going on?
Please, do not cause further distress to the devout. I ask once more, stand down.
Did you see that? Those were thorned vines. But that's...
Sister. Children of God, I know the burdens you bear. I see the fear and anxiety that weighs heavy upon you. But rest at ease, my beloved citizens. Sanctism is and shall ever be your fortress. Know that I will protect all of you. Pray with me now. Close your eye.
I'm going to completely shift my entire vibe.
She's right. Saint Rella can even heal our country. As long as we believe in her, we shall know peace.
Saint Rella! Saint Rella! Closure.
Be careful. I sense Magla. There's something beyond rhetoric in her words. There's definitely magic there.
Nah.
Sister! What have you done to everyone?
I'm lifting their fears and anxieties. I can take yours too. With enough devotion, you can lock your anxieties away and they shall never trouble you again. Sanctifex Forden saw Sanctism as only a tool. A means to exploit the people, abuse his authority, and mask injustice as piety. And yet, even then, did this twisted form of Sanctism save no unfortunate souls? What makes salvation true? Luis claims that there is no God. That true equality is only earned in pitiless competition. Are the believers fools to fear his words?
Saint Rella.
I will save the people of this land in the truest sense. They shall live with no worries, no anxieties. Now and forevermore.
But through magic? You forced the fears out of their very hearts. 'Tis no salvation to strip them of free thought.
Perhaps not. But this country has bled them of it for too long. Besides, what makes you any more fit to speak of rightness? You claim he is the prince. The real prince is surely at death's door, isn't he? After all, your efforts did nothing to lift the curse. I've told you before. The prince's curse was crafted to perpetually draw upon the caster's magic. I know he suffers, because I yet live.
Wait. Surely you can't mean... No. You healed His Highness. It was only by virtue of your presence that he survived that night.
Oh, was I not clear enough? Allow me to clarify. On that night, it was my back that your blade carved across.
This isn't good. There's magic flooding this place.
Keen senses indeed, to be capable of seeing all this.
No! Why? Sister, you can't have! You were only 12 summers old then.
I was. And Luis was only a boy. All the better for any witnesses to suspect him of the crime. Yet I was interrupted in casting. What would have been a fatal curse became something unorthodox and incomplete. A spell with no formula. Even I could not dispel it. All you can do now is kill the caster. As heiress to the Sanctus Church's legacy, I will never hand over the royal scepter. Not to Luis, nor to you. Juna, I will await you amidst our dearest memories. Find me where the failures of the Sanctus Church lie buried. A place I'm sure you know well.
Isn't that a...
Halt! I will not let you escape. You've ruined everything. The church, my authority, everything. You will never leave this city alive. I am Guido, of the warrior monks, and in God's name, I condemn thee!
Wait, you thought we were having a boss fight here?
They're calling in the cavalry! We've got incoming runners! Plural! We need to get out of here!
I'm going to do a very good job of chasing after you!
Norris, swiftly!
Lost it, I know! Who put this cliff here?
What about the
What?
teleportation? That takes time we don't have.
We've got nowhere to go but up into the sky.
So we do. Then, that's what we'll do. We fly!
Wait, you're saying...
I finished preparations long ago. Time was something I had in surplus.
Then?
But if it fails, it's curtains for us. We all die here.
You hear me?
I trust you.
We're dead if we don't move either way. I agree. This speaks true.
Just take us up already. We've all flown before, right? Except me.
Eurus! Is this not your dream? Then bring it to life! Here and now!
Did the others fly?
I'll do it. I'll take you with me. Beyond the sky!
Yuna and Rio did on Luis's runner, but I don't remember the others getting to ride that.
Technology near us. It's time. Let's
Possible. It can fly.
Yeah! We're flying like a bally bird with wings and all. Did you not see that? How do you like that?
My ears are popping.
This will take some getting used to.
Take that, world! I've really done it! Look at her! That's my sky runner!
After that drop, I thought we'd die even if we didn't crash.
Now that we're past the worst of it, it's actually smoother than I thought.
A bit of faith, my dear.
You're telling me that tiny patch is the city? It's like a child's toy. Seeing it like this, it's easy to imagine the people as little dots, huddling together in fear.
Phew, that was terrifying. I'm just glad it flew okay. Don't you think?
I always knew Nurse could make it work.
Only because you're as bold and big-headed as I am, what? Really, old boy, I'd not be here without you to give me the push I needed. Thank you.
So, about our next move.
We must pursue Pursue Rella as soon as possible. His Highness is running out of time.
Where did she say she was going? Where the failures of the Sanctus Church lie buried? My guess is the Mage Academy, or what remains of the place. Nobody goes near it now. I was a student there myself once.
You don't say. No wonder you're so knowledgeable about magic.
For a dropout, I suppose.
The Royal Mage Academy, then. 'Twas known as the finest school in the kingdom for magic research.
Lady Juna, I've got to ask. What was St. Rilla like back in your school days? The way she was acting earlier, all cold? That the real her?
No! It can't be. I don't... Maybe I just never knew the real her. That was the first I've ever seen her like that myself. I keep thinking, if she'd just quietly taken over for Forden, we could have helped each other out. Even if she inherits the Sanctifex's authority, she's nothing like Forden. She'd never want to hurt anyone. That's not
You're reading
her.
about Kiba, hmm?
I thought she wasn't like that. Now she's saying she was part of this conspiracy? She attacked the prince? No, it doesn't make any sense.
Then we've got to get to her fast as we can. We know where she is, yeah? You just gotta tell her everything you just told us.
That would be prudent, yes. But Captain, a reef for your thoughts, lad. If she is truly the culprit, then the curse will persist so long as she lives. This means we will have to kill her. Are you up to the task?
Either ... or say
Yes.
sure.
I'm prepared for that.
Juna, would you prefer to stay behind?
I can't afford to. If at the last minute I can't face it, then you can leave me where I stand. I'm prepared enough for that.
Lady Juna.
What's the matter? It's plain to see something's bothering you.
Oh, no. It's nothing specific. It's just that... something's felt wrong somehow. Ever since I sensed the Saint's Magla. I'm sorry. It's hard to explain. Please pay me no mind.
Location of the Mage Academy ruins on the map. Rilla will be waiting for us when we land. Wanted to come to this, but be ready for a fight. But as I recall, this boss is, well, very ice-based. Fire. Roll is... Okay, he's only weak to wind. Electricity. Who is the fire? Okay.
Check the map.
These are the royal...
Also, this Royal Academy Ruins place sound cool. Like it might be an actual dungeon that we got to explore, like all the others and all that. Hey, does it count as does it count to be in freaking snow for this? I don't remember that. Because no, there is no dungeon coming up. It's just a boss fight. If there was ever a place where someone could claim, oh god, they cut content, this is it.
Amazing. It's all so beautiful. But for some reason,
Also,
I
the state
can't
of
stop
the
shaking.
Royal Magic Academy seems weird. Like it was active enough for Juna to attend, but it's also like suddenly in extreme ruins and decay. like, the explanation I think is that I didn't shut it down, but it's also kind of like, then why is it like this?
The wintry peaks of Montario are harsh. The first snowfall is bound to make it even harder to reach the base from our position.
Why build a blasted thing here of all places?
I don't know much about it myself, but I have heard rumors that there's a dragon among these mountains.
You lived here!
You mean like our dragon god? You saw how the dragon god turned into immaterial Magla to be absorbed by the Lance, right? Dragons may look like monsters, but they're not true flesh and blood creatures. They're testaments to a lost world. That's why the Academy's here, I heard. To study them. But of course, that's all in the past now.
Why is Rella with the Sanctus Church, anyway? If they tore apart a place she held dear, you'd think she'd carry some kind of grudge against them.
It is not unlike my own plight, I feel. One might call it a family curse.
My family, the Cygnus family, holds great esteem, to the Church especially. We've held high sanctified titles for generations, and as eldest child, Rella can't reject them.
How did all that obligation weigh on her? Was she so determined to uphold it that she'd kill at their command?
She wouldn't. We better hear it from her.
I feel it. I can sense an aura of Magla all the way from here. There's a strong
I feel this
disturbance
disturbance in the Force.
Gotta be here. Here we go. We're finally closing in.
The Royal Mage Academy ruin. The once proud school's dignity is long stripped by frigid wind. Its frozen spires piercing the wintry clouds. The Gauntlet Runner lands at the foot of the mountains, blemishing the pristine snow with fresh tracks. In silent certainty, they know Rella awaits them, the weathered corpse of a scholar's home at her back.
So that's the former Mage Academy.
I've been waiting for you. Little more needs to be said. We are here to save His Highness. And to do that...
Sister! At least
Seriously,
tell
we never
me,
even go in the place.
why did you have a hand in the assassination? Did I ever really know you?
How like you to be self-centered even now, Juna. In the end, you're no daughter of House Cygnus. You're an orphan. Another acquisition of House Cygnus, picked up on a whim. A tokenized game piece on their board to illustrate their noble contributions to society. You thought you and I were close? You believed you understood your big sister?
I see. I understand now, Rella. You're right. And I was wrong. I am Juani Cygnus, and my life is my own. So is my heart. I've always believed in you, and I'm not going to stop now. You would never kill someone just because Forden asked you to. Never!
What are you saying? Forden lies dead, yet the curse is unbroken. Is that not proof enough? Can you deny it, Your Highness?
You had your reasons, I assume?
I honestly can't see it either. Anyone aiming to kill a royal is risking their life for a cause. But what would a 12-year-old girl be willing to die for?
If Saint Rella's willing to die for something, no mistake, it'd be you, Lady Juna.
Huh? For me? Why?
Delusions.
Sister. What? You were protecting me. From what?
Even if that's all true, why did you bother summoning us here? The King's Rock marks you at second place. All the Sanctus faithful have put their trust in you, even after the death of the Santafex shook their hearts. Had you only gone into hiding to prepare for the battle against Luis, no one, not even us, would have been able to get to you. Yet,
You want to know why I've summoned you here? A question burns in me, and I will have my answer. Whoever defeats Luis will surely win the throne. But can you save those who remain of the Sanctist flock? The weak, whom Luis would see culled? This world already rejects many for their weakness. With nowhere to turn, they seek comfort in faith. If you would sacrifice them for freedom, you're no better than Luis.
Well, we could say we intend to look after them, but really that's not much of an answer.
Words alone prove nothing. To be king is to wield strength, even to save the foolish and the abandoned. Whoever you really are, until I know you can be a true king, I refuse to die.
Such an aura. This must be...
Yes. Behold a divine relic, once wielded in war and then sealed in the Frostlands. A weapon of draconic command, just like the lance of your islands. Dragons are manifested avatars of mortal fear. Fear of nature, fear of the untamed. That is the source of their power. If you would be king, show me you can conquer it.
And Fire Dragon.
Sogne, dragon god of the Ice Valley. Show me now the power that ended the ancient world. If you would make this a country where it is no sin to be weak or ignorant, you need strength to shape it. Let us prove that strength here.
Rella!
Then let's go. If you're gonna put your life on the line for this, then it's only right we do the same.
Come, Sogne of the Ice Valley. Come, O Pillar of the 5 Chromatic Dragons, harbingers of earthly war. Heed my call, and unleash your fury once again before us.
We've got no choice. Let's fight back, everyone.
Alrighty, now as I recall for this fight, yeah, we are only fighting the dragon. It's bigger, we got the extra turns for it. As you might notice, Rella isn't actually a target, but she still gets turns, and I remember she's got a dick move. The first turn you want to try to get in as much damage as you possibly can. Kiva does not approve, apparently. Lovely. Here's the dick move. Oh, come on! Yeah. So yeah, every turn she's gonna do that, and you gotta waste 2 turns to actually break the thing.
I shall vanquish evil.
Where are we at? Basically, oh god, really?
It's time to strike.
For all that we strive for!
Hulkenberg got them right in their weak spot.
Show them strength.
I don't have... Damn
Is there
it.
another way? This should work.
I don't have many.
I'm obliged.
Come on!
Underestimate a dragon at your peril. You claim such power.
The power
Then I
of
will
fire.
test it.
Keep it
I
up,
Dark
Joel.
Knight. I will not let you die.
Thank you.
I owe you. I knew you'd help.
Let's go.
Show them strength.
Love to Dakunda here. Does not seem to be the best option.
That's your only Captain. Power.
A bit much, actually.
I don't think I have... Oh, but I don't have the item for curing that. Like...
I call upon a royal soul!
Wait, that's a heavy.
Raging fire! That one didn't
God
hit.
damn it!
Come on, Judah, focus! Allow me!
Change the order up, what the heck?
Take this! Captain's hurt bad! Let's get him some healing!
I call upon royal power within!
The attack was nullified? With blade in hand! Burn! Hulkenberg got them right in their weak
Come
spot!
forth, royal soul! Fire!
God damn it! Well, we might be fucked.
Underestimate a dragon at your peril!
I don't have the turns to really try to kill her here.
Hey! Hey! Wake up! Be a race to let this sit right here!
In the name of justice!
Let's try this. Thanks.
Thanks!
Trust me.
Juna's frozen over! Protects are gonna be weak. Healing off!
I don't remember what exactly Frostbite does to us.
Take this!
That's the one that pierces, as I recall.
Juna's badly hurt! Get her some healing! Juna, are
Right
you
as
okay?
power. Burn!
You look like you're about to drop! This is just what I need! To get right at full power!
There we go.
There truly is a gulf between us. You are more the warrior than I, as expected. So be it. What I lack in experience, I shall give with my life. Sister! Sogne, I give unto you all that I am!
She gave the last of her magic to the dragon?
And now the dragon's fully healed, but she's out of the fight permanently now. We don't need to worry about that shit. We have a group cure. Yes.
This is worth applied.
Thanks.
That helped. By Dark Knight. I will not let you die.
Thank you.
Helpful as ever.
Thanks.
Soul Hacker! Fire! Hit their weakness! That's your opening, Captain! Burn! You hit their weakness!
I can't. I shall
Don't let
vanquish
them down,
evil.
Juna.
It's time to strike.
Is that Dark Knight?
This.
Healing up.
Thank you.
I owe you.
Thanks.
Without her propping him up with her freaking quartz wall, this gets a lot easier.
Burn to ash!
Although, as I recall, he's gonna start like heavily multi-turning.
Everyone okay? You gotta heal up! Soul Hacker! Anyone get on healing fire! I'll show you! Raging fire!
I call upon royal power within!
You hit their weak point! Keep it up, Stroll!
Let justice prevail.
Thanks!
Helpful as ever.
I knew you'd help.
Enough, exactly.
I
won't hold back!
She can't strike at full power!
Burn!
You hit their weakness! That's your opening, just Captain! What I need! You hit their weakness!
No holding
Don't let
back!
them down, Juna!
Still got that
No,
up.
not this.
Let's also go.
This calls for one of these.
Juna's frozen
Dark
over!
Knight.
Protect
I will not let you die.
That helped!
My thanks.
That helped.
That works for me.
Right as power.
call upon royal power within!
Come! Always break fire!
Let's go!
Oh, that's what it does? It lowers our attack power?
Hit their weakness! That's your opening, Captain! Me. Raging fire! Juna's frozen.
No holding back! The power of fire!
Let justice prevail!
That was enough. Alright.
I am bested. I see now. The true strength of your will.
A halfway decent result.
Nice. I feel stronger
Yeah,
already.
freaking like class XP to get 3 levels between Rion and Juna.
Excellent. I've grown.
Marvelous. I feel
My power
stronger
swells
already.
forth.
He's finally hit 10.
Well fought. You truly are strong. Strong enough to fend off a dragon from an age of destruction.
Rella, for His Highness, I will do what I must. Forgive me, but have you any last objections?
As for the crowd I've enchanted, you needn't worry. That was no spell of control. They should have come to their senses a while back now.
Then, your life is now forfeit by my hand.
Has she anything more to say?
Sister, please tell me. What happened on that day?
You gotta make this as dramatic as
I
possible.
want to know.
I was only 12. No child could so easily take a life in cold blood. I was confused, scared. I lost control. And the spell was cast. And so it became a wasting curse. Imperfect. Juna, do you remember how we talked of your dream? To become a singer whose voice could reach everyone in this land. I've changed my destiny through song, you said. You told me that as a Nydia, singing is the only truth you have. As a true-born heiress of the Cygnus family, in my eyes, you were like a shining beacon. You became my dream.
Stop. We're not talking about that. I couldn't do anything for you.
In you, I saw such freedom. I didn't want to lose you. So that day, I... kill His Highness. I can't. Have you gone mad?
You do know how House Cygnus earned its position all these years, don't you? Everyone in your family did their part to handle similarly delicate affairs. Your father was no different.
But to murder royalty, surely it's beyond all.
The king has sired an illegitimate mongrel of a boy. Now he's brought him to the castle. If we do not act now, one day we will be bending the knee to an Elden king. Moreover, of late, we have another nuisance rearing its head. Luis. An impious little upstart with no respect for the church. But his military merits are getting too great to ignore. Some are even saying he's fit for high command. As the matter stands, we have but one way to deal with both in a single stroke. Dispose of the mongrel prince and place the blame on Luis. Such a maneuver demands someone who can be a match for Luis in magical ability and physical stature. A girl of your intelligence can figure out the rest, I trust. The king's heart falters. He has lost the will to keep the kingdom united. Look upon him. and see the face of a man preparing to abdicate. It is amidst dissent and strife when the guiding hand of the Church is needed most. And if Sanctism's enemies are not expunged, the nation's order will surely collapse.
Yes, but even so, His Highness the Prince is guilty of nothing. To murder someone innocent, it is an unforgivable atrocity.
If I recall, you have a sister. Unrelated by blood, yet already they speak of her beauty. And a most charming singing voice, yes?
What does Juna have to do with this?
Rella, you are destined to lead your family in due course. Surely it's your responsibility to protect them from the grief of any personal tragedies. Or will you live the rest of your life regretting a single night's lapse of judgment?
I'll do it.
Cygnus is a sullied house. My parents yielded to authority, and only ever measured a person's worth by their magical prowess. I lived in disappointment. And then you entered our family. You became my hope for living. Someone more important than my own life.
Sister.
At the very least, I wanted to protect you. But in the end, I suppose this was the only way I ever managed it.
I see. Saint Rella, the familiarity I felt from you, I finally understand what is unique about your Magla. You live as I once did. As someone who has spent her whole life preparing to die.
When you
keep saying that about a lot of people you've
I thought my heart might
like
stop
in
at
your like social lake, you're talking about the people down there being like your old peoples and stuff, and etc.
I had
Does
always
that keep
known
happening?
someone might come asking one day, but I never thought it would be you, Juna. It felt like fate's hand, dealing my due punishment. That's why I'd kept an eye on you ever since then. To observe this seeker of the throne. This aspirant who possesses the lost power of the archetype. I hoped you could be the one with the power I've been seeking, but I needed to see with my own eyes.
The power you've been seeking?
Luis is more of a threat than you know. Whatever his intentions are, I know he grasps at more than just the crown. After the assault on His Highness, I was made to investigate Luis as a suspect. I touched his hand and read deeply into the flow of his Magla. I'll never forget it. He didn't hesitate at all. I expected to see his aura, but it was more like a vision plunged into my mind, pure and vivid and violent, choking me in its flow. Humans flooding the country. Innocents either fleeing or lost to madness. And amidst the chaos, I saw no throne, no castle. That must be his real vision for the world.
A world overrun by humans? What does this mean? The man has been traveling the country doing little but slaying them, has he not?
I don't know the details. But in the past 10 years, Luis has been clad in that same Magla, unchanging. If he becomes king, I know his vision will come true.
Aren't there more specialists in this kind of Magla reading?
So that's how it is. If you let yourself be killed for the prince's sake, you couldn't guarantee the survivors could stop Luis. That's even why you called that dragon to test us, isn't it? You wanted to see if we had the power to protect this land, and all the meek in it.
And you've proven you can. With that strength, I know you can do what I couldn't. I have no more regrets.
Sister!
Then I will put an end to this at last. For all who deserve the truth. I shall reveal everything.
What are you going to do?
I will speak to the congregation gathered in Alterberry. Indeed, it was for this purpose that I gathered them there.
What? Then that magic you mixed in with your speech, the real reason you linked their minds with yours.
All that's left is to strengthen the magic a bit with the power of this relic. And my words will reach Alterberry. Good people, can you hear my voice? Dearest faithful, can you hear me?
What's going on? There's a voice in my head.
A voice? I hear nothing.
I apologize for startling all of you. It is I, Rella Cygnus. Through magic, I speak directly to your minds.
Saint Rella? Is every Sanctist in the city hearing this? Amazing. That's some spell.
We witnessed a boy candidate who claimed to be the prince. To ascertain the truth of his words, I faced him in mutual, voluntary battle. I now see with eyes unclouded. Good people, he is, without a doubt, His Highness the Prince. Now, there is something further you all must know. The truth of His Highness's reported death, and the truth of the attempt on his life. Sanctifex Forden was indeed behind the plot to assassinate His Highness. By this barbaric act, he sought to elevate the Church and put the throne within his own grasp. These revelations are only mine to give, because I was Forden's assassin. It was I who cast the curse upon His Highness. Yet all was not lost. Through all these long years, His Highness has endured the pain, and now walks among his people once more.
Sanctifex Forden was really the mastermind? What am I supposed to believe? Oh, God.
Sanctist faithful! She knows not what she speaks!
And now a riot breaks out.
To her. Damn you, Rella. You would not just expose our secrets, but cast them into our people's very heads?
Forden has already paid for his transgressions. As for me, this shall be my final address to you all. For my sins against our nation and its people, and for willingly abetting such atrocities. Yet know this, dear faithful. You need not let your anxieties rule you. I have faced His Highness the Prince myself, and known his heart. His Highness will accept us. With his strength, he will shelter the lost and weak, and stand against Luis in our names. If all of you would believe, our country could be a place where all would thrive under a just king. I pray with all my heart that it will be so.
Saint Rella, was this your plan from the very beginning?
Damn it! Crier or not, I can't let her down. I've got a job to do.
What became of my church? My faith? How can I go on without it? I am lost. I thought myself the unshakable defender of the Sanctist Church. But should it now collapse, I cannot see my path forward. Even I, then. I, too, am one of the weak that Rella fought for.
At last, my role is at an end. Juna, I'm sorry. I only ever meant to protect you, but in the end, you'll have it the hardest.
Sister, please, you... Tell me, what do I do? Basilio, tell me. What do I do?
Lady Juna.
And what happens to the faithful? They'll be crushed. You're their saint. You had just put their hearts at ease. What are you?
I never wanted you to see it, but... Juna, look at this.
What?
What's left of my life is a price already claimed by my own curse.
Wait, why did she have to turn her back to show off her left
It was
arm?
too cruel to ask for a quicker death at your hands. I leave Juna and this country in your hands.
Rella!
Thank you, Juna. Your life and will was always your own. If only I could have lived with your freedom. I admire you. Please don't let this change you, dear sister. I just wish I'd had more time to watch over you.
Huh? The curse is gone. He's cured.
I see. Which means Rella is...
Damn it! What am I doing? It's just like me and Del. I never wanted her to go through this too.
She did not strive merely to make amends. She was as much a protector as any of us.
You're right. For her family, and for all Sanctism's faithful. Even as it cost her her own life.
I knew she was linked by the curse to its victim. Her body paid the price. She must have known she didn't have much longer.
She really, truly wanted to guide those who looked to her.
Okay, who was that aside to?
For her, it was about the people. She was the kind of Sanctist others only pretended to be.
I have a feeling that many of her congregation will continue to call her the saint. I only wish she had lived to see it. I'm with you there. She was stubborn, fussy, a bit odd, maybe. But she'd drop everything to help someone. And she'd do it with her whole heart, in all the filth of that sullied house. She was the one brilliant flower that bloomed.
You say that. It's not like we see anybody else from House Cygnus.
That's who you were.
Is the rest of the family
And
even
that's
still
why I
alive?
loved you, Rella.
Are you alright?
No. Not in the slightest. But I know wallowing isn't going to fix anything. Rella's given us a lot. Not just the truth about Luis. She's put the entire Sanctus congregation's support behind His Highness the Prince. You.
Indeed. You'll not have the whole nation on your side, but it won't be long before you've taken second place, just behind Luis himself.
Saint Rella saved me. I owe her my life, and I'm not gonna waste it. I'll fight with everything I have, right to the end. Let's do this.
They do get to fight next, right? Right? And we're ranked 2. Well, the candidate in second place has fallen. The leaders stood by her will likely transfer their support to the prince. Shocking news delivered throughout the country by the Crier's messenger birds that made it all the way to Grand Treb before the day's end.
Saint Rella was the one who cursed the prince. And to take her own life in the name of atonement. Yet, even if she'd lived, she confessed to high treason. She'd have been executed either way. Has all I've believed in been lies?
But didn't you hear the rest? That elder boy's the true prince. He survived. The king's true-born son's risen to take down Luis. It's like a proper myth. I've got to stand with him.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I might have your attention for a moment. We actually received an urgent notice a short while ago. A letter from the candidate Luis. In truth, I wasn't sure if we should read this to the public, but the Criers have come to consensus.
Who even is making decisions anymore?
If this message is being read, it means
that Rella is dead. And the boy who claims himself the prince has won. Now, only 2 aspirants remain, with any real chance at the throne. The boy and myself. To all lessers who remain, lay down your arms and accept defeat with grace. Blind defiance will be met with death. Bare your teeth, and you will die like the dogs you are. The boy, or myself. Only one shall wear the crown.
Sounds like he's throwing down a gauntlet, doesn't it?
We need not wait for the former king's judgment to pass. Let us determine ourselves which of us is fit for rule. My proposal is this. On September the 24th, upon the grounds before the royal capital's grand cathedral, we settle this in a contest of single combat, as in our battle at the Opera House. I welcome any weapons, any number of adversaries. Collective power is its own achievement. Either way, you will die by my hand.
Thus ends the letter from candidate Luis.
I knew it! It's a duel.
If Luis emerges the victor, we are surely doomed. I stand with the prince!
Nobody can beat Count Luis! It's high past time he tore that so-called prince limb from limb!
If he beats this Luis person, will he become king?
Will he indeed? Reminds me of what my darling used to say. If you choose to fight, be ready when they fight back. I suppose it had to be this way. You can't fight a man for the throne without cutting a path to it first. Just come back alive. That's all we can hope for.
This defies all reason. What has Rella done? Even in death she finds a way to betray the church and raise that damned wealth.
She always seemed so timid in these chambers. Had she been scheming against us from the beginning?
We're not through yet. We must find a worthy successor and raise yet another candidate to replace Rella.
Yet, what chance do we have of winning now? Can anyone here conceive of someone as capable as Rella in winning the people's hearts? They say that even the monk Captain Godot is stepping down. There is no road forward where a Sanctus delegate can take the throne.
Then what art remains.
We must take steps now to ensure that our positions cannot be eliminated, whether by Luis or the boy. Whoever wins, we must gird ourselves.
If Luis has his way, he'd sooner have our heads than our titles.
The methods don't matter as long as we have a plan. There's no going back when our hands are already steeped in blood.
Strange to hear that said without a shred of guilt. But you're right. Survival is what matters now.
Oh, so do any of us have names? What is my name? I don't know anymore.
I see. Yes, that seems to explain everything. Glad to hear His Highness is all right. Hardly feels real after all the muck we've waded through. But I suppose the fates take as much as they give. And you, my girl, how are you holding up?
I'm all right. My mind's cleared a bit. Sorry. Still got to lie about it. But please don't act any different on my account. She put her trust in me. I can't afford to be weak now. I've a job to do. And I'm going to finish it.
Right. Understood. For now, tempting as it might be, best not to drop everything and make a dash for His Highness.
Indeed. No doubt Luis has his eyes on us, waiting for such indiscretion. We must be patient and confront him face to face.
As it happens, we were rather beaten to the punch. Just earlier, a delivery bird dropped by with urgent news from Old Batlin. Apparently, Luis has thrust us a proper letter of challenge. Says he'll be waiting to face us on September 24th in front of the Grand Cathedral.
Sounds like he wants this settled before an audience. If he's going all in here, maybe he'll finally tip his hand, show his trump card.
Still got a trick up his sleeve, has he?
Luis just doesn't go around hunting humans. He's been doing proper research, trying to figure out their powers and origin for ages. Don't know how much truth there is to it, but I heard he's developed some new magic out of his own. Something dark and secret.
He's forged new magics.
I wasn't convinced when I first heard it. But now I've met you lot and I've seen all this messing about with archetypes. Well, nothing surprises me anymore.
Indeed. Last time, we had the element of surprise, and he was wounded. And we still barely had him. Didn't end up much of a decisive victory over the perfect Count Luis. If we fight the same way we did last time, he'll kill us all. This won't be an easy battle, but we've got to keep our heads up.
We still have a grace period until the day he named. Let us use the time wisely and prepare all we can.
This is a surprise. Everybody see your face back in town. Maybe would show up again after angering Master Godot and his monk army like you lot did. Hey, let's not sweat the details, mate. Umbrella placed her trust in us. We would see us protect all those in the country, including the Sanctus Faithful, who are still the Prince's loyal subjects. Besides, a coward who flees the city to save his own hide would hardly be worthy of support. I'd like to prepare for our confrontation before we jump back into the fray in Grand Trad. I apologize for imposing on you again. See. Well, never fear, I'll not turn you over to the church. Not that the monk army has its sights on you to begin with. Master Godot has buried the hatchet, as it were. It'd be pointless to do otherwise. Yes, I'm sure you're all exhausted after what you've been through. Please rest well.
Let's rest.
Now the curse been let we can't just mope around. Alrighty, seems like a good spot to leave off on as this. But oh. Anyway. Save it here. Lord knows, like, today's been nothing but freaking plot. It's plot and plot and plot and plot. And oh, hello there, the Ice Dragon 701. How are you doing? Unfortunately, we're basically ending. Thankfully, tomorrow we'll actually be able to do some like side questing, some leveling, etc. instead of just going from boss fight to boss fight and cutscene to cutscene. So with that, thank you all for coming on out, and hopefully I will see you again next time.